Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and this update for beauty balance or makeup rehab or low buy, whatever you want to call it. I have a point system where I get 1 point for everything I finish, and that includes shadows within palettes this year. And I also get points for decluttering items, and I reduce points if I get anything into my collection. So if I get a palette with say 8 shades in it, 8 points will be reduced. So that's the whole system for this year. I also had a monetary system, but we are scrapping that as of today because I want to save as much money as possible as of right now. A lot of things are happening in my life. I don't want to talk too much about it right now. You will probably know if it happens, when it happens, whatever. But things are changing and I want to save as much money as possible right now. So that leaves us with the point system. Let's start off with the things I received. 4 of these things were, they were gifts. So the first one is a hand soap. This is, I don't know what the brand is. I don't know. But anyway, this is called Oslo and it's a big one. I got it for free from a company, like loyalty points kind of stuff. I also received a mascara from my sister. This is the Mega Lash water resistant mascara. Now I want you to let me know what a water resistant mascara is. Is that the same as waterproof? I don't know. I got this from my sister and this Christmas she gave me a mascara, but she happened to pick a non-waterproof one. So she was like, oh no, that was the wrong one, so I will give you another one that is waterproof. And now I got this water resistant one, and I don't know if it's waterproof or not, but this looks really interesting. I can't wait to use it. So I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy for all of the gifts. I have also received 2 other gifts, and those are these sheet masks, but as you can see, I have used them up. Actually, I invited my sister-in-law. We had like a spa moment together. It was really, really cozy. Loved that. And the only thing I bought this month, last month, was this one. This is from Indie Beauty, the Antioxidant Cleansing Balm for all skin types. This cost me less than $5. Because it was on sale, and then I had a gift card. I really needed one to have in my shower. I had just run out of the ones I had, so I needed it. It was actually like a replacement thing. So I'm not in the least worried about these things. Like a hand soap, you always use a hand soap. This one I needed anyway. This is the only water resistant or waterproof mascara I have in my collection. These 2 I used up, and then this one I needed anyway. So I'm very happy with that. Now let's go through everything that I've finished. And we have quite a few things here. So let's start off with a body product. We have 1 body oil that I finished. I've talked about this in my, oh, what's the name? 50 Shades of Yellow/Gold. I didn't care for it too much. I don't know really what to say about it. Body oils aren't really my thing, so I'm just trying to use them up, really. I also used up 3 bath bombs, one from Sense, or I think these 2 are from Sense as well, but it doesn't say where they're from. So 3 bath bombs. I also used a reusable bubble bar from Lush, so I don't have the packaging here, but I've used it up, you know? And then I used this hand soap from Sense as well. Moving on to deodorants, I used this one up. This is one that I really like the scent of, but I'm not sure it does too much. Like, I don't know what I think about it. I like the scent though, like I said. Another bath product here, we have a bath essence, which is kind of the same as a bath foam, I guess. It foamed the water, so there's that. It only cost $1, so it's definitely worth it. The next thing I've finished is this room or fragrance diffuser, perfume diffuser in the scent lavender. I find that these don't really smell too much. So, you know, if you just want a faint, really, really faint smell, these are good. They do empty quite quickly though. So yeah, these are very inexpensive. I think they're like $2 each or something. So I bought maybe all of the scents, like 7 different scents, and I've gone through maybe 2 of them in a few months. So do what you will with that information. Something that wasn't in a project was this Klairs Supple Preparation Unscented Toner. This is a little bit thicker than normal toners that I've used. To be honest, I don't normally see a ton of difference with skincare. The only big difference I can see is if I really clean my face every day. That makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference if I drink a lot of water, and if I drink like fizzy drinks. If they're black, I usually get red if I drink a lot of it, and maybe chocolate breaks me out as well after a while. But other than that, like, yeah, I don't know if I can see any difference in skincare. I love using skincare, but I don't know if it's worth it. But who knows? Maybe I would have been like an old wrinkly lady now if I hadn't used it, because I do realize that using makeup every day, of course, that tears on your face more than if I wouldn't have done that, which I didn't before. So I didn't feel like I needed skincare before. Whereas now when I use a lot of makeup, I feel like maybe it has more of a place, you know? So talking more about skincare, let's talk about two face masks that I've used up. One is from the Body Shop. This was a clay mask, the Himalayan Charcoal Purifying Glow Mask. This is an empty. Of course, all of these are empty, so maybe I don't have to show it to you. This one I used 3 times, so there was definitely more than I thought in this little container. I think I have like 2 more of the big ones though. What I will say about this is that it really, really cools your face. Like, I feel so cold whenever I use this, but yeah, it's a good mask. Then we have from Mud Masky the mineral infused double cleansing mask. So it works both as a face cleanse and a mask, but I don't feel like it does that much, which is a little bit strange since Mud Masky is a little bit expensive, and by a little bit I mean a lot. I use the only 2 Sunday Riley products that I have in my collection, which is the CEO Glow. This is a face oil, and then the CEO serum. I like them, especially this one has a wonderful scent. It's citrusy. I really, really like that. So I wouldn't mind having them in my collection again, but again, I wouldn't buy, normally I wouldn't buy skincare. If I would buy skincare, I would probably not buy them full price. And especially the expensive ones. Like, I might go and buy some K-beauty skincare in the future, sure, but it will be on a sale if I do. So speaking of K-beauty, we have the vegan kombucha tea gel cream from Dr. Shirokol. I don't love a gel day cream, so it was my favorite. And then we have a night mask from Dermaceutic. This is the Radiance Expert Brightening Cream. I was supposed to use this without a serum, so this was wonderful when I didn't have time or energy to do my skincare, but I just wanted something to moisturize my skin a bit. And I really got some use out of this one because I have been tired. Like I said, a lot is happening in my life. Most of it is really, really good, and I'm very happy, but I am so tired almost every day. Like all this month, I have been so tired. This is the first day I feel like I have energy. And yeah, it's not all bad. Like, the reason is really, really good. But enough said. If I can't, you know, reveal the whole thing to you, then maybe I shouldn't talk so much about it. But it's really nice with like a 2-in-1 or 3-in-1 products, or products that you can use in themselves, and you don't have to have a lot of other products with you, especially if you're traveling or if you just don't have time or energy, like I said. So I love those products. I also finished this one. This is a huge eye cream. This is the biggest eye cream I've ever finished, I think, and this is from Minimo. Now, I didn't finish this as an eye cream because after I had used maybe a third or maybe half of it, I felt like it was getting a little bit old, and so I didn't know if I wanted to use it on my eyes or under eyes. And then I felt like it was drying me out. So I used it as a hand cream in the end, and that is how I finished this one. Something that I have been working on for a very long time is this total lip treatment from Sensai. This is something that I loved when I got. I used it for like a month or 2 and I was in love. I have used it many more months. I think I've used it for like 6, 7, 8 months, something like that. And I do still enjoy it. Well, not anymore because it's an empty, of course, but I do still enjoy it. But maybe it was a little bit that it was a new product, so I hadn't gotten, you know, accustomed to it or something. I don't feel like it works as well as it did in the beginning. In the beginning, it really felt like a miracle product. Now it doesn't. For some reason, it doesn't anymore. So I wouldn't repurchase that one, but in the beginning, I was like 2 months in, I still like it. I use it every day. I was checking this up and it's crazy expensive. It's like, this is like a third, I think, of the original size. And I think this is $30 or something. Like, it's bonkers, bonkers. We have some more inexpensive products though. We have some face masks. This avocado one, this coconut essence mask, this bubbly scents mask. This was a little bit funny because you put it on and it kind of bubbles out, and yeah, it hurt, kind of hurt. It didn't really hurt, but it was kind of stingy, or I don't know how to explain that. But I did feel good the day after. My skin looked pretty good, so maybe it was good. I have another one, so I want to try that one. And then I'm going to declutter this one. It's still a little bit soft, but I can feel that this will not stick to my face. I opened one of these up. This came in a pack of 5. So I opened one of these up and it just wouldn't stick to my skin. So I couldn't use that one, unfortunately. So 4 masks for this month, or these months. That's not really good for like 2 or 3 months. 4 masks? That's not good. Okay, but let's move on to the hair care section. And I am very excited to say that I have used up this one, this Antonio Axu Sea Salt Spray that I've been working on for 1.5 years maybe. I love it, but you know, when things are starting to get old, it really, you know, you can feel it on the bottle. This label is kind of getting curled up and stuff, and yeah. I would like to have another one, but I do have, I think, 2 other sea salt sprays to go through, so I don't need it right at this moment. But I love that one. I would like to have it in my collection again. Then I used this one up in one go. This was a hair mask from K18. And it was okay. I don't know if I could see any difference. I don't remember. And then we have a shampoo that I finished a few days ago, and I liked it. I bought a whole set, so I got this one, I got the conditioner, I got, I think, maybe a soap and a deodorant. And the deodorant I hated. I gave one of them away because I had maybe even 3 in the end. I think I got one in a subscription box, one in this box, like the set. And I thought I would like it, but I didn't. So I ended up decluttering 1 or 2, and then I still have like a half-used one that I have to use up somehow. But this was the 3rd and last hair care empty. Now let's talk about makeup, because we actually have a few makeup products here. Let's first talk about the makeup removers. So we have this extractor from P. Louise. It's such cute packaging. Like, look at this, it's so cute. And I liked the formula, I liked the product. It was really good. Would I repurchase? Probably not, because of import taxes, customs, and whatnot. So probably not, but I did enjoy that one. And then I used up all of these wipes, and it's good to have. It's good to have to take off swatches and stuff when I've filmed. Then we have 2 primers, one from Makeup Mecca and one from Essence. Both of these I did not like. This had like grains in it, and it was really hard to apply until I started applying it with a beauty sponge. Then I could use it, but it still felt a little bit weird sometimes. This one was way too glowy. Like, you look like a Tin Man after using this. And I also don't feel like the makeup is actually staying. It's kind of sliding around and stuff. So I did not like these 2 at all. So good riddance. I finished a powder from ZZ. This one I really, really liked. This had a little bit of a tint, so it gave me a little bit more coverage. So either I could go in with a primer and just use this as a powder foundation when I had a really good skin day, or I could go in over my liquid foundation if I just wanted a little bit more coverage. I used it to just powder my face lightly sometimes, and yeah, I could just use it in different ways. Also, it came with a puff, and the puff was good, and it gave even more coverage. However, it was really hard to use after a while, so I stopped using it, and I also had to cut up this mesh thing that was here because I couldn't really reach the product after a while. So it was a little bit of a hassle to use it, but I really enjoyed it. It was super nice. I can see here that we have another cleanser, so let's talk about this one. This is from Makeup Mecca. This was the only oil cleanser like in a bottle that I had. Before, I have used cleansing butters, so they were in tins or something like that. So you had to open it and take some out. So I didn't want to do that in the shower. So I took the balm out, I cleansed my face and jumped into the shower and just rinsed it off. And with this one, the good thing was that whenever I didn't think of doing that before, I had this in my shower and I could take off the makeup anyway. I did like it more towards the end when I mixed it with a little bit of water, because this was a really thick formula, so it was a little bit hard to use it otherwise, but I did make it work, and I might buy it in the future again because it's not that expensive, and Makeup Mecca always has crazy sales, so I can probably get this for $5 or less. So this is the only kind of oil-based cleanse that I've been able to have in the shower, because I don't want any water to get into the jars. And this one, since it opens like this and I can just pour it out, it's perfect for the shower. And that's why I needed to buy this one, because I didn't have any to have in the shower. So that's the explanation for that. We have another declutter, and that is this perfect primer, which wasn't that perfect because it has dried out. I bought it when it was actually already expired, so I got it very cheap, and they said that the only thing that can happen is that it dries up, but it doesn't go bad in that way. So I wanted to try this, and it has dried up. It's not usable. I can't use it, and that is such a shame because I wanted to know if it was good. So maybe I could buy a new one and have it, like, I don't know, for my shimmers and stuff. I have been contemplating buying the NYX glitter glue that everybody likes. So we'll see if that ever happens. Okay, so I had to take a call. I'm back now, as you can see, and I want to talk about the two last products that I've finished. The first one being the Isadora Camouflage Concealer. This was a full coverage, and I mean full coverage. It was a really, really thick concealer. It didn't really go too well with all of my foundations, but I did actually use this in itself as a foundation a couple of times, I think, and it worked. But yeah, I feel like it was too thick. It was good for spot concealing if I had a scar or something like that, but other than that, I feel like it was just a little bit too thick for my taste. I also finished a lip balm, but it's a tinted lip balm, so it's a little bit more exciting, you know? I really like this. This is from Makeup Mecca. It's the Lip Love in the shade My First. And this is the shade, so it was kind of a pinky nude, and I feel like sometimes it really, you know, you could really see it on the lips, and sometimes you couldn't. I never got wiser as to why, you know? Sometimes it looked so pink, and sometimes you couldn't see it at all, and even if I just kept slapping it on, I still couldn't see too much color, so I don't know what's up with that, but I really did like this product. It felt nice, and it's an empty now. I'm actually pretty happy with this update, especially if I don't consider the fact that it's been 2 months or 2.5 months or something. So let's take a look at my bullet journal, which looks like this this month. As you may have seen, I did write all of the numbers down, but we're not going to talk about that today. That's the monetary value, and I don't do that anymore as of today. Also, what you can't see here is my Pan That Huge palette, and I have actually finished 2 shades in 2 months, I think. So one was a white eyeshadow and one was a highlighter. So those are going to give me 1 point each as well, since we're doing that this year. So both of those shadows are going to give me 1 point each because I finished them up. So all in all, I finished 37 products, which is awesome. 37 products. That's a nice update, even though it is 2 months, you know? I did bring in 5 items, so I'm reducing 5 points from that. And I am also going to give myself 2 points for the 2 things that I decluttered. So in the intro, I had already brought in something. So we were at a negative 5 points. And now I have 29 points. So that is awesome. Since I really want to buy the Natasha Denona palettes, the retro one and the I Need a Nude palette, I need at least 30 points for that, I think. I think there are 15 pan palettes. So if I can just have 30 points and not buy too much more this year, I'll be fine. And that was it. So from minus 5 points to 29 points. I think that's a good start on the year. So with that being said, I hope you're excited for this year and this year's progress so far. And I hope I'll see you in the next progress video, the next update. And as always, I hope you'll have a fantastic evening or day whenever you are watching this video. Have a good one. Bye.